We have 7 plus billion people on this planet, and 6 billion of us own a cell phone, which is crazy given that only 4.5 billion have access to a working toilet. So let's see how these popular gadgets are changing our body and our brain. When we are looking down at our phone, our spine angle is equivalent to that of an 8-year-old child sitting on a neck, which is fairly significant considering that people spend at an average of 4.7 hours a day looking at their phone. And combined to this, the length of the time that we spend in front of computers has led to an increase of myopia or nearsightedness in North America. Statistics say that in 1970, 1/4 of our population had myopia, and today nearly half of them do. In some parts of Asia, it has been reported that 80 to 90% of our population is now nearsighted. It's even harder to put our phones down. Let's take an example of the game Candy Crush, which is a very popular game. In this game, we achieve small goals, causing our brain to be rewarded with little bursts of dopamine. And eventually, we are rewarded with new content. This novelty also gives little bursts of dopamine to together create something known as compulsive loop. Compulsive loop is very similar to the same behavior associated with nicotine or cocaine. The apps on the phone, the content on the phone, social media is now providing us more and more new content, making us very hard to put those phones down. Did you know 93% of young people from the age of 18 to 29 have been reported using their smartphone as a tool to avoid boredom, opposed to any activities like reading books or engaging with people around them? This has created a new term called as NOMOPHOBIA, the fear or anxiety of being without a phone. Let's see how the mobile is altering our brain patterns. Alpha waves, commonly also known as wakeful relaxation, are also the phase where we are open to learning. Also, gamma waves, which are associated with conscious attentiveness, and several experiments have shown the cell phone radiation tampers with both alpha as well as gamma, whereas altering the patterns of our brain and thus hampering our brain functions. Our smartphone is also known to disturb our sleep in a very big way. The screen emits a particular light which has been known to alter our circadian rhythms and thus lowering the time spent in deep sleep, which is also linked to the development of diabetes, cancer, and obesity. Studies have shown that people who read on their smartphones in the night have a very difficult time falling asleep, and they produce very less melatonin. The next time when you want to do something like this, pick up a book instead. Smartphones have completely changed the way we live. 67% of Americans entirely depend on the smartphone for their access of internet. Majority of the smartphone users use their phone for online banking. They look up for medical information and searching for jobs. So phones are no way exclusively bad, but it's all about how we use it in control and be responsible with it. Many successful people have been known to take smartphone vacations. They sometimes take short-term or a long-term smartphone vacation. So, how about taking a smartphone vacation to benefit your life right now?